It was very windy out there. All right, let's go ahead and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is May 19th. This is Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays. I represent District 3, currently serving as chairman. On my left is Commissioner Bill Rippon, representing District 1. On my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. Our county councilor is absent today, so Ashley Biegert is down at the end, covering for him. And our county clerk, Lisa Schmidt, on my far left. Good morning to both of you as well. Let's go ahead and get started. First item, please.
All right, first item we have on the agenda with business is item 3, consent agenda.
We've got several items on the consent agenda. If there's no questions, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays and a second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, county clerk. 1, consider all voucher payments.
All right. Voucher payments of significance. There was $182,239.40 to MFA Incorporated for chemicals for the weed department. There's $262,373.15 to Bettis Asphalt Construction for road improvement project at Northwest 46th Street from Northwest Fielding Road to Northwest Rochester for infrastructure. $93,896.24 to Consolidated Rural Water Department or District Number 1 for waterline relocations for the road improvement project at Southwest Auburn Road for infrastructure, and $153,790.51 to King Construction Company, Inc. for road improvements at Southwest Auburn Road for infrastructure, $76,100 to Finney Turnip Seed Transportation Civil Engineering, LLC for professional engineering service on several bridge projects. If there's no questions or comments, I would move for approval of the vouchers.
I'll second. Motion by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 2, consider correction orders.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
B, bond council. 1, public hearing. Consider approval of resolution number 2025-34, expressing the intent to issue Shawnee County, Kansas taxable industrial revenue Phase 2 bonds at an estimated aggregate principal amount of $6,700,000 and execution of all related documents for the 220 Southeast 6th LLC project.
Good morning, Bob Perry. This resolution would express the county's intent to issue this Phase 2 bonds. This is the old AT&T building. The Phase 1 bonds basically finance the acquisition of the building and then the completion of improvements to floor 2, which is occupied by AT&T. The $6.7 million estimated amount would allow the complete abatement of floor 1, some work on the elevators and then the electrical and the HVAC, so as to put the innovation laboratory in on the first floor. We'll have to have a public hearing first.
Okay. All right. Any questions for Bob?
No.
All right. I'll make a motion that we open the public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. We're in a public hearing. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor of this? How about in opposition? Neutral? Okay, seeing none, I would make a motion that we close the public hearing and approve the resolution. Or would you prefer that it be separate? Okay, All right, close and approve is my motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
2, consider approval of resolution number 2025-35, amending resolution number 2024-94 and number 2025-10 to authorize the issuance of an estimated $3 million aggregate principal amount of Shawnee County, Kansas taxable industrial revenue bonds and the execution of all related documents for the Sealson and Sons Incorporated project.
Morning. All this does is authorize or amend resolutions 2024-94, which was the resolution of intent that was passed December 30 of this year for the Sealson and Sons project, and resolution 2025-10, which authorized the issuance of the bonds to reflect that the increase in the cost of this project are going to be in excess of $2 million. And from talking with John and Robert Sillison, it appears that $3 million is probably more than enough, but they want to have some fluff because there's some other things that they're looking at on this improvement. They do traffic control work and services for the heavy, what they call heavy construction industry, KDOT, KTA, airports, municipalities and whatnot. The facility is a warehouse and office facility so that they'll have a site closer to Topeka for the projects that they have bid and are a part of their northeast Kansas.
Okay, any questions?
None.
Is there a motion?
I would move for approval.
Okay, I'll second. Motion by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Great.
Next
Thank you,
item.
gentlemen.
Thank you, Bob. Next item, please.
C, Stormont Vale Event Center. 1, consider approval of contract C-188-2025, a license agreement between Global Spectrum LP and USA Wrestling of Kansas to renew the Kansas Kids Wrestling contract for 5 years, beginning March 2026.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kellen Seitz, Stormont Vale Event Center and Oakview Group. It's with quite a bit of excitement this morning. We ask your approval for the renewal of a 5-year agreement with Kansas Kids Wrestling. This contract structure was a new structure which allows us a bit more ancillary revenue potential to offset any unforeseen expenditures that pop up due to the nature of the economy and fluctuations with that. So really excited about this contract. The reason it's being presented in front of you today is because the contract term currently outpaces our management agreement with you. So we do need your formal approval on this one to make it a 5-year contract.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, I don't think we can say it loud enough what a great deal this is to have gotten the bid for this for another 5 years. We were a little worried about it, you know. Anytime something of this magnitude comes up for bid, it's a little unnerving. So happy to see that we got it. Congratulations to you guys on your good work.
Thank you.
You know, I feel like the expansion we made to the Stormont Vale Event Center made this possible. They're able to get how many mats down now?
Yeah, so we produced the show this past March with 20 mats. We have the ability to expand up to about 24. We are anticipating utilizing about 22 of those mats next year. But to your point, we're basically the only facility in the state that can produce the event under one space, which was really our our strongest asset in the bid pitch. There were some other competing markets in on that bid, but they would have had to split the tournament up into 2 separate locations. So, yeah, to your point, that expansion and the renovation was a real saving grace for us to contract this for another 5 years.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm amazed about is how many girls are wrestling now.
Yeah.
How many did we have this year? There was.
I don't know the number off the top of
Yeah.
my head,
Yeah.
but I want to say it was a little over 2,300 athletes in total, and that doesn't include the coaching staff of those athletes. And the girls segment of the wrestling championship has been the fastest growing segment of both of those divisions. So we anticipate that to continue over the next 5 years.
Very good.
I'd move for approval.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Cook and a second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
D, Public Works. 1, consider awarding the bid letting to Bettis Asphalt and Construction Company Incorporated for parking lot maintenance project at the courthouse and the health department at a cost of $70,043.60, and authorization and execution of contract C 189-2025 with the same entity. The work will be paid for using the 2025 Roof and Parking Lot Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works. Yes, we received 3 responses, but 2 bids for this project. The goal is to address the curbs in the northeast parking lot and what is known as the judicial parking lot, and then do some work at the health department parking lots, both sides of McVicker. Work will start June 2nd. It will involve displacing some of those that park in the parking lot, not all at once, but 1 or 2 rows at a time. The arrangement that had been made with the facilities director, and I assume will continue with the acting facilities director, is for the contractor to work directly with the acting facilities director to facilitate the relocation of those that are affected by the work. I look forward to any questions that you have.
Any questions?
Pretty straightforward contract.
Yep. I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
2, consider awarding the bid letting to Bettis Asphalt and Construction Company Incorporated for a pavement replacement project on Southeast Croco Road, just south of KTA's I-470 bridge, at a cost of $432,130, and authorization and execution of construction contract C 190-2025 with the same entity. The construction will be paid for using the 2025 Public Works operating budget.
Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works. This is a project that we've talked about before. It involves complete pavement replacement south of the Turnpike's I-470 bridge. We would like to get started on this project on June 9th. There will be no full closures. 1 lane of traffic will be open at all times. If you recall, we did this similar type work between the 2 KTA bridges here a couple years ago, and it's worked out great. We would like to continue that success south of the I-470 bridge. With that, I look forward to your questions.
Kurt, just maybe not specifically to this project, but kind of big picture right now. I know we had a couple of bids that didn't come back the way that we wanted or didn't come back at all recently. Are there certain types of projects that are getting more attention from the contractors than others at this point?
That's a good question. Obviously, this project that we just talked about is predominantly asphalt. And so I think with Bettis being local, we have a better chance of getting very favorable bids. The 2 projects where the bids weren't favorable involved culverts, and it takes generally specialized contractors or subcontractors to do that kind of work. And then fortunately, at the time that we let those projects, those subcontractors were not available to do our projects. So what we've done is re-let those projects, or we will re-let them, and the work will take place either late this year or early next year when those contractors are free.
Okay.
So to answer your questions, yes, some types of work, there is a shortage of contractors right now.
So but the surface work, the flat stuff it seems to be fine. It's
Yeah.
just when we have to do bridges and culverts that we're having problems.
Correct.
Okay, great, all right. Then I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
3, consider approval of contract C 195-2025, a sole source agreement with Terracon Consultants Incorporated for ongoing monitoring, sampling, and inspection services at the closed Shawnee County landfill. These services will be funded by the 100% user fee-based solid waste department's operating budget.
Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works. This is just ongoing work at the landfill. We have to satisfy KDHE requirements. Some things are sampled every 3 months and checked every 3 months, some things every 6 months, and then monthly we have to go in and look at our leachate wells to make sure they're operating correctly. There's been a number of contracts over the years with Terracon for this type of work. Terracon has been around and been involved in the old landfill since its closure around 1980. They have kind of a unique position as far as how the landfill works, what its quirks are. They have a good relationship with KDHE, and I think it behooves Shawnee County to continue that relationship. With that, I look forward to your questions.
So, Kurt, this is a piece of land out off Southwest 21st Street that, you know, like a couple hundred acres, I believe. As part of Terracon's contract, do they ever like tell us what we could use that for? It seems like it's been closed for 45 years now. I mean, is there other uses that we can have for this land at all?
I think when KDHE finally clears the landfill, there'll be a number of things that we can do with that property. They talk about, there's a lot of landfills that are firing ranges, for example, public firing ranges. I'm not sure that's something we would want to get into, but I think anything that's recreational, that's short-term, people can use short-term, I think KDHE would entertain the idea. Hopefully we get to the point someday, it's way overdue, that this landfill will be cleared by KDHE and we will have some options to do some things with the property. Obviously, you're never going to be able to put homes on it. Parks may be iffy, I'm not sure about that, but trails, again, shooting ranges, who knows?
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, thank you.
I'll move to approve.
Okay, I'll second. Motion by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
E, Audit Finance. 1, consider request to award RFP 012-2025 for uniform services for multiple Shawnee County departments to Cintas and execute contract C191-2025 for a 3-year contract beginning July 1, 2025.
Adrienne Johnson, Procurement Specialist with Audit Finance. We went out for RFP for uniform services and involved multiple county departments in the selection process. And we've agreed, we'd like the commission to award to Cintas for a 3-year contract with an option to extend for 2 years.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay. I will move that we award that.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
F, Parks and Recreation. 1, consider approval of contract C194-2025 with TaylorMade utilizing the Greenbush Cooperative for the purchase and installation of turf surfacing for the placement at the Lake Shawnee Tinman Circle Playground. Funding in the amount of $78,919.35 from the 2025 Capital Maintenance Funds.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Laurent, Director, Parks and Recreation Department. So you previously approved us purchasing some playground equipment for this area, and we're back now asking for your approval to put in some turf around that play system. You know, it's 5,175 square feet, so it's a pretty big area. That breaks down to about $15.25 per square foot for this turf. There is a 4-inch pad underneath that turf in all the fall zones, so that's a pretty big area. We worked with TaylorMade many times. They are part of the Greenbush Cooperative, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions? Yeah.
Now, we use the turf at the new park at family park.
Correct.
And is it holding up good there?
It has,
It's
so
getting
far.
tested, I know, but
Yeah, it hadn't been there too long, but so
Yeah.
far, we're real happy with the results.
how does that compare in price to just the crumb rubber?
It's very comparable.
Good.
I think this is just a little bit more than what we were spending on pour and place, but we're hoping that it might last a little bit longer. So.
All right.
Any questions?
No.
Yeah, I think, these kids have it pretty good today. When I was a kid, the playgrounds were mud just underneath. Right. So,
You had mud?
yeah, that was it. I mean, if it rained, yeah. Maybe gravel. All right, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Next item.
G, Health Department, 1, consider approval of contract C 196-2025 with Lamar Advertising for billboard messaging campaign related to substance use and overdose prevention at a cost of $12,776 to be paid with grant funds.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carrie Delphs, Clinical Services Division Manager with the Health Department. This morning, we're asking for your approval on this agreement with Lamar Advertising for some billboard messaging around our overdose prevention project. This is grant funded through that project, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
How many months does this stay on the billboard?
So we'll have 2 running at the same time for 8 weeks, and then after that 8 weeks, we'll have 2 more in different locations running for another 8 weeks.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Any other questions?
I move for approval.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Cook. I'll second. Motion seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
2, consider approval to reinstate 1 idle vacant registered nurse position that has been vacant 365 days or more as of April 1, 2025, and a request for a related personnel budget adjustment for the 2026 budget process.
Carrie Delphs again, Clinical Services Division Manager with the Health Department. We are asking for your approval to reinstate this position. This is a nurse position in our Clinical Services Division, one of 2 whose primary duties include STI services, testing and treatment, as well as infectious disease case investigation and management.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
H, Election Office. 1, consider the request for permission to solicit bids for election equipment delivery services for the 2025 through 2028 election cycles.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jake Fisher, Shawnee County Elections Office. As the clerk stated, we are just asking for permission to put out an RFP for the delivery of our election equipment. Our prior contract began in 2021 and went through the 2024 election cycle, and so we'd like to do the same plan again. Obviously, there are some changes on that because of some new equipment that we've gotten for security cages for the delivery of that equipment. So this bid is, we'd like to be able to go out for bid and get started.
Questions?
No. I would move for approval.
Second.
All right, motion by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 5, public comment.
I don't have anybody signed up for public comment today, so we'll go to the next item.
6, administrative communications.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols, Emergency Management. Just wanted to take a moment to remind people that we definitely have some severe weather looking to be on top of us this afternoon. Talking about scattered thunderstorms starting around 2 o'clock, but the main severe time frame between 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. roughly. They're not sure where the dry line is going to set up, so I should get some more information about 11 o'clock on that. There's specific stuff coming out for that. But within Shawnee County, I want to talk just briefly about the last event we had. That tornado spawned out of no watches, no warnings or anything. So people really need to be paying attention when there's thunderstorms around us, especially with the high winds. If you're looking at a radar app, anything like that, pay attention where the red is on the radar. If you're in that red, you might move to cover or be ready to move. Across the county, as far as departments and facilities, I'm going to send a message out today to all the county department heads, maybe all county, know where your shelter's at, maybe even walk there, see if it's big enough to hold not just you, but if you have any customers in your building at that same time. If you don't know where it's at, please find out where it's at, talk to your department heads, or even give us a call. We can help you sort that stuff out. We want people to be safe and be in front of the storm. If you hear the sirens going off, you're in the warned area. We're not doing all county anymore. We do have that backup if something happens and we have to sound to warn people. That's the goal of that siren system, is to warn people outdoors. But we are trying to just sound sirens within a warned area. So that means if you hear it and you're not in the shelter, you're probably too late. So you need to pay attention and move before any of those severe weather elements get to you. So please pay attention today, travel safe, and be safe. Stand for any questions.
All right, Dusty, I know we call them the tornado sirens, but are they used for other things too?
No, right now they're not. The culture is such that we can't use them for anything other than tornadoes at this time. I would like to move forward as far as countywide sirens, just the regular sounding, the 3 to 5 minute wavering tone, 2 to 2 minute wavering tone. Sounding for different things, but the culture is such we can't do that right now. I will say we do have a few sirens that we can speak over for lightning detection, lightning warning. Those are at specific locations like ball diamonds, out at the lake, any place where those hazards might be a mass gathering. We had them at Heartland Park for a lightning detection. So if we need people to take cover, we do have some sirens that we can talk over or send a voice message. But all in all, if you hear a siren, the main thing to do first is take shelter, period, because it's right there.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bill Sutton, Shawnee County Solid Waste. Just so I can remind the Commissioners and the general public that in observation of Memorial Day next Monday, the 26th, we will be closed, obviously, and we'll be sliding our services to the right with our double day being on Wednesday, picking up our Tuesday and Wednesday customers. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kellen Seitz again, Stormont Vale Event Center and Oakview Group. Had an exciting announcement that's getting ready to take place here at about 10 a.m. I'll let you in on an early secret since there's no media in the building and my marketing team won't get mad at me. But we are really excited to announce we have a PBR-sanctioned bull riding event, our summer bull riding series, which is going to take place in conjunction with the Shawnee County Fair. And that will be Saturday, July 26th. This is a really great achievement for us. We've been attempting to get PBR certification on one of our bull riding events for the past 5 years. So we finally got that done and excited to have it come into the building in July with the Shawnee County Fair. So hope to see everybody out there. Pre-sale tickets start Wednesday. Public on sale is Friday of this week.
Okay, yeah.
And
Commissioner
PBR stands for?
Professional Bull Riders Association of America.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is exciting. You know, we've been trying for the last several years to make the fair a bigger deal than it was, and I think this, you know, what a fair without a rodeo, right? I mean, this is, now we've got one, a big one too. This is a big deal, so happy to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Sean Sears, Parks and Recreation. Just want to remind you and the public that our aquatic centers and pools will be open on Saturday. We're excited about everything being getting ready to go, looking like no delays. The only delay that we might have is Adventure Cove due to the blue-green algae. We have to wait for KDHE for their testing to come through to see, but hopefully we can get underneath that warning to at least allow some of the equipment to be used. But we're looking forward to all the pools being open on Saturday, weather permitting.
All right. Yeah, Commissioner Rippon.
Sean, did we get the spray park all fixed up?
So Dornwood is open. Unfortunately, with the vandalism that we found over at Jackson Park, they are waiting on parts. They're hoping by the end of the week that Jackson Spray Park will be open as well. But Dornwood did open on Saturday, and it was a perfect day for it to be open.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Courtney House, Director of Public Works. On our Auburn Road project, the school's roundabout is 99.8% complete. There's some punch list items that are yet to be taken care of, and once that is done, the contractor plans to move to Phase 2 Tuesday after the holiday next week. So Phase 2 involves the construction of our roundabout at 29th and Auburn Road. That means now, when that work starts, Auburn Road will also be closed to through traffic. So I'll be working with Amanda that will get out a press release for later this week, and message boards will be placed along 29th and Auburn Road Wednesday. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other administrative communications today? All right, Commissioner Rippon.
I have nothing to add.
Commissioner Cook.
Just note all of the public announcements when there's no media here, so. Everybody's got an announcement, but
They're
there's
watching
nobody-
online.
Yeah.
All right, nothing from me either. So next item, please.
Next item is executive sessions.
We do not have a need for executive session today, so we are adjourned.